Shane, are you feeling golden this morning?
I am feeling golden.
That's great, because we're talking about the cultural phenomenon.
The golden compass.
No. However, I would be interested in watching that.
Yeah.
We're talking about K-pop Demon Hunters, the cultural phenomenon, 2-time Oscar-winning.
Yeah.
A movie that I legitimately believe Netflix did not think would be as big as it was.
How could they know?
Yeah. So you missed this when it initially came out, and we were talking about what to do. And we were trying to find something like relevant, something like timely, and I was just like, K-pop Demon Hunters is still just as popular as it was.
It will always be timely. It will always be relevant.
So I have seen this movie. I saw it shortly after it came out. I missed the first initial wave. For some reason, it just didn't hit my timelines. And then my brother-in-law, of all people, was like, "Have you watched K-pop Demon Hunters?" And he really liked it, so I watched it. And the beginning of the movie, I was like, "Oh, this is cute." And then by the end of the movie, I was really invested.
Yeah.
So that I hit then, and then I've watched it I rewatched it for this. I skimmed it again for this, just to like watch a couple scenes and stuff. And then cumulatively in between there, I think I've seen it like 5 times. Like just people having it on and it being around. I like this movie a lot. I think K-pop Demon Hunters is a super fun movie. I think it's actually like really well written, and it's not subtle in any way, shape, or form, but it doesn't need to be. It's a movie intended for a younger audience that also goes pretty hard for an older audience. So I'm into it. Your thoughts on a first watch?
My biggest fear was that I was going to watch this and be like, whatever. Like, just straight dislike it. And I got about halfway through and I was like, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm not the target demo. And then I got to the end and I was a little choked up and I was like, fucking hell yeah, dude. And I was like, oh, wait, okay, this movie kind of shreds a little bit. It shreds a little bit. Is it perfect? Nah. But it shreds a little bit.
No, the music is like endlessly catchy and fun. Now, I should say, like, up front, I am not a K-pop guy.
Yeah.
The closest I come to loving K-pop is I love anime intro songs. You know, like in true Naruto and One Punch Man fashion, I love an anime intro. So that's the closest I'll come to like foreign language music, similar genre. Now, clearly it's different. K-pop is Korean and that is Japanese, but they think they share more DNA than like my usual punk rock kind of shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, the music is really good. However, I find it funny that the most popular song is Golden when it's like not my favorite. It's maybe my third favorite song. That was my
hottest fucking take of this movie was I don't think Golden is the best song in the movie.
It is not the best song in the movie. It is for me the best song in the movie is probably What It Sounds Like. That's the one I feel like I've listened to the most.
Which one's that one?
That's the last one when they've reunited and are taking down.
I don't know the name monster of the song, but the Saja Boy demon song at the end.
Oh, Your Idol.
Like, that one fucking shreds. That was good as hell.
After this, you should look up. There's a bunch of really good like metal covers of it, and they rock really hard.
Hell yeah! I mean, that song shreds. Like that song's just good as hell. I mean, look, dog. All the music is good. All the music is, like, just like you said, incredibly catchy in the way that, like, there are, like, I feel like there are, like, 2 groups of people who have absolutely turned pop music into, and when I say this word, I don't mean it derogatory, but have turned it into an absolute formula of perfection. And that is the Swedes. Oh my God, Swedish people have absolutely turned, like most recently, like Zara Larsson, but you go back to, I cannot remember his name, Max Martin, I believe his name is. He is like he's the one who wrote like all of Britney Spears's, and like he wrote a bunch of Britney Spears music. He wrote a bunch of like, I think, what's their freaking name? Backstreet Boys, I think. Like, he doesn't, I don't even think like English is like a language he speaks incredibly well. So that's why some of the lyrics are weird, but like, or like just some of the phrasing is weird in the songs, but God damn it, that motherfucker knows how to write a hook. I mean, like, and then you go back previous to that, like ABBA and bands like that. It's like the Swedes have it down, and so do the goddamn K-pop musicians. Like Korea has pop down.
Yeah. And it is I mean, look, you throw K-pop on the front of this, it's already just great search engine optimization stuff. Like,
no joke.
That's going to be a big help because the fans of these things are like Twice, that band Twice.
Yeah.
Is we think Taylor Swift has a following. You know what I mean? And then you look at like K-pop bands and you go, oh no, this is a whole different thing.
It's like the way the culture of the fandom is just so different. It's just
it's
so
like
different.
a lifestyle in some ways. I mean, and I think this movie represents that in a lot of funny ways. Like the gag of the guy continually like ripping off his shirt and having the other band's shirt under the shirt. Like he was prepared for this.
I think that is something worth mentioning is how funny this movie is. This movie is like genuinely funny.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that. I thought it was going to be here's my like genuine fear. I was afraid I wasn't gonna like the music that much. Which look, I know I've listened to some pop, some K-pop, Blackpink, a little bit of Twice, some BTS. Like I know the world a little bit. Don't get me wrong. I don't know the world enough to feel really fully prepared for this conversation.
Yeah, totally. Yeah,
I've listened to enough K-pop to at least like understand the general sound of what we're talking about here. But. So I was afraid, A, I wasn't going to like the music that much. B, it was going to be like over serious. Like that was just like, I don't know why I thought that. Like it was just going to be, I thought it was going to be like super self-important in a way that was going to be off-putting. And it like kind of is at times, but not in a way that I think undercuts it. Like it just takes itself seriously in a way that it has to with this kind of silly
when your movie is predicated on creating an invisible force field through the power of music and uniting people's souls,
and connection,
there's a little bit of a need to treat it real seriously, but they're also completely unafraid to like I think of the bit all the time where they're like shooting hearts at them and they catch it. And she's literally, they can create hearts out of thin air. Yeah. Like that bit of like acknowledging the surrealism within the world, I think is really fun and a good choice.
Yes, I agree.
Stuff like that. The popcorn eyes where they keep like popcorn exploding out.
Crazy.
Yeah. It's the fact that they're talking about and or doing a live action version of this is so stupid to me.
Wait, what?
I believe that's a thing. I believe
this is the first I've heard of it.
I think that because look, here's the problem. This movie works so well as a one-off. They won. They did it. Not to spoil K-pop Demon Hunters. You've seen it though. I know you have. They won in the end. This movie does not need a sequel. This movie does not need any. It's gonna get a sequel. That's the nature of this business. They're gonna make another one.
I'll be honest with you. There's room. There's stories you can tell. Like there were things that there are things that here. Okay. Do you want to hear my other hot take?
I want to hear it right now.
This movie could have been 10 or 15 minutes longer.
Okay, I literally, when I was skimming through it this morning, kind of rewatching a couple of scenes, I had that thought of like, there's a few storylines unexplored.
Yes.
And a few like, what's her name? Celine, the mentor.
Yes, that's the one.
I think she's very underexplored, and also I hate her. You know what I mean? Like, and you're supposed to not like her. That could have been more effective.
Yeah, I feel like what there's just no I feel no pathos for her.
Yeah.
Like I feel only like and she's like ostensibly her like mother, you know what I mean? Like it's those kinds of things. It's like, man, give me something. Give me a branch. Give me an olive branch cuz and the other like just understanding like what happened with her mom and the demon, like what happened with the other two, like Mira and Zoe, what happened with their families and like like we get the surface level of like I was the black sheep, so like I have this hard exterior and I was weird and so I want to please everybody, so I can be too much and also feel like I'm not enough. Those are great hooks for characters, but I'm like, I just wish they were just one layer deeper than that.
Yeah, and my issue with the K-pop Demon Hunters 2 is it feels like the interesting stories are probably prequels. Because, again, they win in the end. So if the sequel happens, it's going to be a sequel-ass sequel where we didn't actually win and we just thought we did, and we're going to go on the same journey and it's going to end the same way. And that's not what I want. But yeah, no, I feel like the prequel territory is where you have to go, and that's always risky. However, a Rumi's mom movie could be interesting. To deepen Celine's kind of weird anxieties and fears, and explain how the demon love child came to be, or whatever, like that. The other storyline for me that it gets dropped a little bit is the like workaholic thing at the beginning. Like it feels like they're setting up a workaholic story, and then that is not what they do at all at the end.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the other one.
The other thing that I do feel like is a little unexplored, or like maybe there's a cultural thing here that I'm not understanding. But like I'm hiding something. I'm hiding this part that, my parents come from different places. And I'm hiding is like, I don't know if that's a cultural thing in Korea, or if it's just, I have a thing that I'm ashamed about. And I don't, maybe it is just that surface level, but I feel like there's an undercurrent of like, some sort of like biracial thing or something like that. Yeah. That
my read
don't
on
have
it
the
is
context for
sure. But my read on that is it's kind of queer coded. Like Rumi should have been gay, and like
yes,
that's what it should have been. But they were never gonna do that in a like they should, but they wouldn't. And I don't know. Whatever.
Again, I don't know that. I don't culturally. I don't know what. Yeah. What the social implications of something like that would be in Korea.
It just feels it. It feels so queer coded and all of in really good ways, in ways that I think like, oh, this would be an interesting thing to explore, and then it never went there, and whatever. It is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. The prequel territory would be the most fruitful, but I have an idea. Give me an Orpheus and Eurydice style movie where she has to go to hell to get what's his name? Jinnu.
Jinnu, yeah.
Jinnu, I don't know.
Jinnu, you got it. There we go.
Jinnu. She has to go to hell to get Jinnu because like it's like.
But doesn't he die?
Okay,
like he dies. Does she go to super hell?
Eurydice dies and goes to hell, and Orpheus has to go to hell to get her. But when he's coming back, he cannot. And Eurydice like famously is like a beautiful singer. She's so, and I can't remember the specifics around, but she's like music is like her thing. He has to go to hell to get her, and then on the way back, he cannot look back. He cannot.
Oh, yes.
If he looks back, she will go back to hell. And he gets all the way to the end and looks back and sees her, and then she disappears.
Yeah.
It's like he just has to trust that she's behind him the entire time without being able to see or hear her. That would be dope as fuck. I'm telling you, an Orpheus and Eurydice retelling where Rumi has to go to hell to get Jinnu is dope as fuck. I think that would rule.
That'd be cool. I'd watch that movie.
Yeah.
I watched the shit out of that movie.
She can go there because she's half demon.
But then what do you do with everyone else? Is it just you
Fuck
remove them?
This is a good idea.
I agree. It's a good idea. Maybe it opens a portal and demons start coming out. And
okay,
whatever.
Yes, exactly. Yes, she has to open a little portal, and that little portal gets bigger by over time. And the old K-pop demon hunters have to come back and help. And then we get the backstory.
And redeem themselves.
And redeem.
I'd be into it.
The redeem team.
Yeah, I'd be into that. I'd watch that movie.
Her mom is down there.
Yeah. The other option you could do is like hard pivot off the K-pop, which you shouldn't do. That's not a good idea.
Crazy.
But like do some kind of other culture's really specific music and tell a different culture's version of this story as they protect their like sector of the world. Like it's the Hun Moon has to be protected by like multiple areas and genres of music.
Give me a
something like
New
that.
Orleans jazz version of this, and I'll be rock hard.
That would be sick as hell, dude. Yeah. That's the answer. Like,
give me like a South American like merengue. Like that's
That'd
dope.
Be cool as hell.
Okay, all right. You've sold me.
That'd be cool as hell, wouldn't it?
Give me Puerto Rico with fucking what's his fucking name? He did
Bad Bunny?
with Bad Bunny. You know what I mean? Like, obviously it's not Bad Bunny, but like a
Bad Bunny
type voiced by Bad Bunny. Naughty Squirrel.
Yeah.
Like, that would be dope as fuck. I'm so into that. I'm so into that idea, Spencer.
Let's do it, man. Let's call Netflix.
Let's call Zaslav and get this going. It's not Zaslav.
It's not Zaslav. But yeah, another thing I am really enamored with in this movie is not like, I like how it looks. I think the animation is gorgeous. I think the camera work is super fun. I love the physics of this movie.
Yeah.
Like the way they move. I have been watching, and I hate to admit, but also enjoying the Ted television show.
I've heard only good things about that show. So
Brendan Lee Mulligan is in an episode.
Crazy. Didn't know that.
I've seen the clips. It's hysterical. Anyway, so I've been watching that, but my brother and I talk about all the time, the physics of the Ted Bear are so specific and so accurate, and that's what makes that show so funny.
Yeah.
It's like he'll be running and his like back foot will slip out, but he like the way he falls and catches himself is so stupidly realistic.
Yeah, to like a little bear.
Yeah, it's so fun. The way he like hops down from stuff and like when he runs and it is so funny how well and how much effort they clearly put into that. I feel that in this movie a little bit, like specifically that shot when she's meeting him in secret for the first time and she like runs up and jumps on the roof, and the way she's like leaping off stuff. There's a specificity to the physics in the like parkour stuff that I find really fun, and it tickles my brain in a fun way, and I really like it.
It's, as me and Meg say, it's brain sprite.
Yeah.
It makes your brain, gives your brain bubbles.
The other thing, and I know you're not as much of an anime boy.
Yeah.
And Dragon Ball Z does the surreal stuff, but not to the same degree as something like Naruto.
Yeah.
But like the way Naruto does those, two characters are fighting and they both can't get up. And then they have this like monologue in their brains and they're falling through a black void in opposite ways, and they cross paths like this and then keep falling, and like the glass cracks in front of them. And it's like this hyper surreal kind of music video-esque type of storytelling. This movie embraces wholeheartedly. Yeah. You know, like the Hanmoon, like every time they touch something, it like ripples out, and then it like that fades away, and all they're left with is just like this ocean of color, and they're floating. And I really like that. I think the creative and visual decisions in this movie really lend themselves to the bigness of the music and the overtness of the story and themes. I really like it. How did you feel about the animation and the overall visual storytelling? I know you're not as much of a like digital camera guy.
Yeah, no, it all works for me, man. I think Sony animation is like so far ahead of everybody else right now in terms of like this thing, like this visual style,
pioneering a whole new thing.
Yeah, like they are so far ahead of everybody else.
Yeah.
Look, I think Pixar over the past few years have had their kind of ups and downs in terms of like storytelling, but like storytelling has always been their thing. Like, don't get me wrong, the visuals have always been good in Toy Story movies, and at times phenomenal, great. But like, what Sony is doing with just specifically their visuals is like really like taking things in like a new interesting direction. Like
how expressive it is.
Yes, exactly. Like this feels very much like a continuation of the things that they were trying in Spider-Verse 2. Where like, it's like the scene between Gwen and her dad, and everything just turns into colors. Like, it feels very much like a continuation of that, and also honoring exactly like what you're talking about, like that anime, like larger than life, like exactly like music
just Asian animation in general.
I think it's really cool. I like everything they're doing there.
In the way that I think, like I saw that movie Goat, the Goat basketball, which is done a Sony animation movie, which is a really pretty fun, cute movie. I enjoyed it. It's a good time. That movie doesn't pop off in the way that like the two Spider-Verse movies do, where they're just an explosion of creativity.
Yeah.
And I feel the same about K-pop Demon Hunters, where it's not that same level of like God tier. This is the maximum of what this can do. Right. However, I think it fits perfectly for what the story of K-pop Demon Hunters is, right? It fits perfectly with the themes and characters and tone, so they don't go too far with it. You know, they allow it to be surreal and big. Letting the like when they're eating at the beginning and she like is like this monster and then she turns into a cute little like plushy doll version of herself, stuff like that, where it's those are the things that make this movie as good as it is. So any version in live action can't do that in an effective way, so it's going to be way more boring. I'm sorry, let animation just be animation. We don't. It's the Disney thing, right? It's the fact that Moana is not even a decade old, and they're giving us a Moana live action that looks like the exact same movie because they know it'll make $1 billion. Guys, stop going to live action remakes of animated things. Go support the animation ones. You know, don't like it frustrates me endlessly.
I can wrap my head around a movie like The Jungle Book getting a retelling
because they do a different story.
Because they do a different story. Like they just do it completely different. But the epitome of this that you're talking about was How to Train Your Dragon for me.
Yep.
Where it was like the trailer is quite literally shot for shot. And I'm like, if I was the director of that movie, what am I doing? Why do you need me? Like
he's the guy that directed the animated one, and he's like, they're going to remake it without me, so he just went and did the same thing. And look, I have to respect taking a massive amount of money from a large corporation to just remake your own movie shot for shot, but still, that's kind of lame. Like,
I didn't know it was the same director.
It's the same creative team pretty much across the board. Like,
okay, that doesn't make me as sick to my stomach knowing it's the same director again, but even then, it's like, dude, I already did this once. Why am I doing it again? Like,
that's my feeling.
Shot for shot is the crazy part to me.
Yeah. And like that movie's fine.
Same actors too, not across the board, but like fucking what's his face, the dad,
Gerard Butler.
Gerard Butler's. I'm like, we really just doing it again? Like,
I will say this about that movie: the thing that frustrates me more than anything is it's not as good as the animated one.
Yeah,
the jokes aren't sent as much. It's not willing to be as funny, even though the jokes are the exact same. Like the bit when he's talking about, he's like, we have to feed our people at the beginning, and Hiccup's like, maybe a few of them could afford to eat. Like in the animated one, that's played as a joke, and in the movie, it's played as like just kind of a snide comment.
Yeah,
and it just doesn't work. It's annoying. I don't know. I thought that movie was fine. I saw the live action one. And it's fine, but I vastly prefer animation. I don't need everything to be made into live action. Same thing, they're developing an Invincible live action thing, and I already have my hard feelings on the Invincible animated one, but Invincible in live action does not work. It just doesn't. There's too many weird, specific things going on in that world that a live action version is only going to disappoint. It's only going to be a less expressive version of the story.
Is it like going to be a show or a movie? Because
I think it's a movie.
How do you fit that into a movie?
Oh, it's got to be like 5-6 movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, I don't think this will ever actually happen. But with the show being one of the most popular shows in the world, they're going to try everything they can. What would be great is an Invincible video game. That would be super fun. I'd be very into an Invincible video game with a cool, specific animation style.
Yeah.
Or just remake the Invincible show with better animation and voice actors instead of big famous people. Not all the big famous people are not great. I think Stephen Yeun is quite good. I like a lot of the voice actors they have, but I want get the guys from Crunchyroll in here to do this and make it like way bigger and crazier. Like, where's Clifford Booth? He plays Bakugo in the American dub. Where's he? Get him in here. He would fit so well in this world.
Hey man, I have recently met more and more people who work on Crunchyroll shows. Get all my friends in there. Get all of my friends in there.
Yeah. Shout out Dylan, who voices some stuff for Crunchyroll.
Shout out Dylan. Shout out Corey. Shout out Danny. Shout out Dio.
Yeah. Nice. Anyway, that's that aside, I think the animation here rocks, and I do completely agree with you that Sony is doing kind of the coolest shit in American animation right now.
Yeah, man.
Does it hold a candle to anything that is going on in Japan? Not necessarily. It's just very different. You know what I mean? Like you look at like an average good anime, like Attack on Titan is still one of those shows where you're like, how did you do this?
Yeah.
Like,
but for fully CG, like
for fully CG, totally, yeah. I'm sure it is. Any other stuff? I feel like we haven't talked about a few things I wanted to talk about, and I can't think what they are. Do you have any other big topics?
Characters.
Yeah. Again, the queer codedness of Rumi is a missed opportunity. However, her story is still super effective. I like the she goes to her mentor, her mother figure, and like we have to tear it down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if this is the Hun Moon we're protecting, I'm glad it's destroyed. Yeah. And then doesn't go and has to have. She still leaves that and chooses. I think a lesser movie would feel the need to give her like she's gone evil and then at the last minute something breaks her out of it. Yeah. I like that. No, this person was telling me my whole life I'm not good enough or I'm bad or whatever. But in reality, the thing we're trying to do is bad. The thing we're trying to do is flawed, I should say. Maybe not bad, it's flawed. So I'm going to go build a better version of it. And right. I like that character choice. I think that's a smart, well-written character choice to not make the character who's been told they're bad and broken their whole life be bad and broken for a minute.
It's a really good surprise, too.
Yeah.
I was like, man. And then she walks out and I was like, oh, okay, good.
So we can build a better one. And you're like, great, awesome.
What a good surprise. Yeah.
And then the one who was told all of these things breaking her two best friends out of falling into the pit when they played a little bit of like a holier than thou card on her.
Yeah.
Which is an oversimplification. She was lying to them, and I do understand that.
Yeah.
I understand their feelings are perfectly valid. It's great writing. Their feelings are valid, if not justified. You know what I mean?
And they don't know how long she's been this way. Like
exactly.
They don't know anything
They feel
about what
betrayed.
Yeah.
I think that's really awesome. Also, I should note, the end of this movie is a spirit bomb. And if you love Dragon Ball Z, you know it's always a spirit bomb. You know everything is always a spirit bomb. It's everyone coming together and singing the song and lending their energy to one massive blow. My hero does it in their own way. Demon Slayer does it in their own way. Everything is a spirit bomb.
Everything leads back to Dragon Ball.
In a very real way, kinda. Right?
Yeah.
Like Akira Toriyama just made one of the great cultural things with Dragon Ball.
He has made several of the great cultural things, man. Yeah. Like, shout out, pour one out for Akira.
I know, yeah, very sad. But no, so that is also something that makes me laugh, is it's like, it's a spirit bomb. It's a spirit bomb. And I love that.
One of the first kind of turnoffs for me was when they're on the plane and they're like eating and stuff. It's like a ramen, and it keeps cutting back to the ramen. And I'm like, how product placement is this? Because you know they made that. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
for
you know
sure.
that's ramen that's on sale. Probably here in America, let alone, like definitely in, Korea and in the East, but like definitely here in America too.
Yeah.
That was like my first moment of like, I don't know, man, if this whole movie's going to be like this. And it isn't at all. Thank God.
Can I say one fun thing about that I have come to like? Product placement aside, I do agree with you totally, right? Like, I love, though, that they show them, like, eating a ton of food.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think there's, in terms of like a movie being for a specific group of people, right? It is so patriarchy bullshit to be like, women have to eat less food and women have to do that. And I love that they show these like badass women who are just like food. I think that's really good and healthy and cool. You know, the product placement part, I do agree with you, is funny where they're like, look at our ramen cups.
The rest of it is very, I mean, like, it's just like sushi and like, you know what I mean? Like, or just like other, whatever.
And then there's like, we need to sell some products. So here's our Insta ramen cups. Yeah.
Because like the cups themselves are so detailed in a way that none of the other food is.
Yes.
I was just like, they're selling that shit.
There's a very funny detail. Yeah.
And like that, I was just like, oh, this whole movie's going to be like this. I'm not prepared. The Marxist in me is gonna start.
Yeah, like, yeah. That's really funny.
But thankfully, it wasn't that the entire time.
Yeah.
I was incredibly surprised how I mean, this movie like won me over. I was in a place of like, just like, like I said, like halfway through, I was like, okay, like I did a thing, in my opinion, which is a kind of a cardinal sin of like a movie that I'm not loving, is I checked the runtime at one point, and there was still like 45 minutes left, and I was like, how is there 45 minutes left? And like, luckily there was a lot of more story to tell. Like it felt like you get to that point where they're about to do, I can't remember if they're about to do the Idol Awards.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
And I was like, wow, it really feels like we're wrapping up here. And I'm like, I don't feel
it's that last attempt they still have to hit. You know, that like we think we've won and then the reversal, right? It's
like, and I knew that was gonna happen in some way, shape, but I'm like, how do you spin that into more movie? And then they did it really flawlessly in a way that I thought like fully brought me back in, and I was fully like, okay, wait, all right, this is good, I like it. The turn of how they break Rumi at the show, where lights go out and then it kicks on Take Down or whatever the song, like kick that song, and then like out of nowhere the demon versions of them pop up and are like kicking our ass, and like the song spins about her. I was like, oh, that's a really good reversal. That's a good spin.
Again, that's the part of the movie that I'm the most impressed with, is a lot of these reversals and good pieces of writing. Yeah, because I mean, when you are doing things so overt and so, but like I have so much admiration and love for Speed Racer, the movie.
Yes, dude.
But Speed Racer,
what a good comp.
Yeah, right. Like Speed Racer on the surface is just this big over the top silly movie, but when you really pay attention, you're like, this is well written. This is a really like some of the dialogue short, but it's doing what it's doing for a reason. It's like it's a really interesting, specific thing, and that's so hard to do.
Yes.
Like another thing with K-pop, I think with K-pop Demon Hunters, not the genre of music, I think about is I like that the antagonist character is really calm the whole movie. He never plays this card of like, I'm a scary monster, you know. And I'm not talking about the giant face monster that's like the leader.
Yes.
Genu, I'm talking about Genu, where he's just like the whole movie, he's really calm and level, and like he's never trying to be threatening or menacing ever. He never does that. I think that's really fascinating.
Only like once does he like, it's when he reveals the thing he's most ashamed of. Like
and even then it's he's not trying to like he's just like lashing out and having an emotional outburst. He's not like trying to like harm her in any way. He's just like, this is what's going on. Like I lied to you, right? I really am. I'm taken with that idea. I think that's really cool to have your flawed, because so often, you know, I get to reference anime again. Your Goku to Vegeta, your Deku to Bakugo, your I had a third one and I can't think of it now. Naruto to Sasuke, your rival characters. One of them, the villain one, is always abrasive in your face and overly violent. And I like that this is a kind of a play on that, a play of like, this is my direct counterpart in something. He's not like that. I think that's really cool and interesting, and I don't know. I like that idea. It's very subtle, and I don't know how intentional it was.
The Venn diagram is there's so much overlap between these two characters. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like
yes, so
I think
well
the
written.
fact that they're like love interests has something to do with that. You know what I mean? Like,
and I think it's like lowercase L love interest. You know what I mean?
I would agree with that.
Like, I could also totally buy somebody watching this and reading it and not catching that. Just being like, oh, they have love for each other. They're not like romantically involved.
Yeah. I agree with that wholeheartedly.
I could buy that, you know.
The only part of that I think would like maybe I might disagree with is just that scene with like the bracelet, and they're like, you know, he grabs her wrist and like,
I'm everyone's type. Yeah.
But even then it's like, you know, I being nervous around a new connection or something like that. But like
a tenuous relationship, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like,
I'm
into that idea.
That's why if this movie was like 10 minutes longer and went in just a little bit deeper on, you know,
some of the backstories,
on Mira and like what's the
Zoe.
Name? Zoe. Went a little bit deeper on those characters, a little bit deeper on Celine. I would have loved just a little bit more, because we get this. I think the server level hooks are very hooky. We know who they are. like, I don't want to call them tropes, but they're like tropey, like in a way that I don't
there's nothing
think
wrong with a trope. There's nothing wrong with a trope, especially when you use it how this movie's using it, where there are reversals within them.
It's like they're archetypes more than they are cliches. You know what I mean? Like I think it's well handled. I mean, like, look, we're dealing in melodrama, and again, I have a deep love for melodrama, a deep love for the Greek tragedy, and I think that's like the level of like high stakes emotions we're dealing with, and I just like just give me that next level down, you know?
Yeah, no, I totally agree. This movie
quite
just
literally my only complaint.
Yeah, the movie, it looks good, it sounds good. I love the depth to which they make it. Like, the music is important, you know? It's like sometimes you'll watch like a movie like this or like a Disney movie where there's like an air of like, this could have just worked as a drama, you know what I mean? And like, I like that this isn't. The music is so integral to the literal plot of the movie in a way that I'm fascinated with. Bobby, I love Bobby, their manager.
We love Ken Jeong.
He's the best, you know what I mean? Like, anyway, any other top things you want to cover on this?
Casting.
Yeah.
Daniel Day Kim and Eugene Kim. Fucking Sun and Jin from Lost are in this fucking movie, and I love them so much, and every time they get work I am so fucking excited.
I don't own a lot of DVDs. I'm a Blu-ray boy. I do have the first 3 seasons of Lost in these like wonderful box sets.
Yeah,
we are Lost people in this household.
Damn fucking straight.
Love Lost.
The
ending of Lost is good.
Podcast.
I would do a Lost podcast with you in a heartbeat. I really would.
2 of my absolute favorite comedians, Steve Zaragoza and what's his fucking name? Shit, this is gonna drive me fucking insane. Anyways, they have I think their first podcast together was a Lost rewatch podcast called Feels Like the First Time, where it was it was 3 of them, one who had never seen it, one who had watched it and didn't like it, and one who watched it and loved it, and they watched the entire series together. Feels Like the First Time, go listen to it, super fun. It's going to drive me nuts. I'm going to be thinking about this for hours. They also have a separate podcast together. Dynamic Banter is their other podcast, which is fucking hilarious. So, but I would be so down to do that. Me and Megan, we watched the first 3 seasons together. We got halfway through season 4 and then stopped. Mm-hmm. I need to finish that with her. It's such an integral part of me as a media consumer, which I hate that I just described it like that, as an
appreciator of television,
as an appreciator of the visual arts, including television, film, and others. It is such an integral part of my personality. If you don't like Lost, go fuck yourself. Get out of here. We don't want you here. We're gonna play a game that we've played before. We've played many times before. This is the review game.
Oh, God.
I am going to give you 2 reviews for movies, and you have to guess what the movie is based off of the review. These movies are all movies based off of fake bands. These are all fake band movies.
Fascinating. Okay, this is gonna be interesting.
There's only one that I don't know. Like, I don't know if you've seen all of these, but you will have the cultural context, I think, for all of them.
Okay.
But maybe one. I'm not sure if you've seen it or not. All right, let me get my stuff ready to go. Are you ready, Spencer?
I'm so ready.
All right. Here's the first one. You have 2 reviews. If you don't know it on the first review, I will give you the second review. In their shag haircuts and tight spandex pants, the actors are sublimely funny. The details are exactly right.
Is this Eurovision?
No, good guess.
Euro Trip, whatever the
Eurovision is. Eurotrip is a different movie. I'm pretty sure.
The Will Ferrell one I'm talking about.
Good guess.
No, I'm gonna need the next review.
I largely think more popular and famous than that movie was.
Oh, okay.
Excellent and amazing. Excellent and amazingly dopey performances by the talented cast and a wonderful zany appreciation for the inherent humor of the whole rock scene makes the low budget this movie a refreshing and tasteless spoof.
Spoof with spandex. Oh.
I don't think
Do you know if I've... Okay, you don't think I've seen this one?
But it is very famous.
See, like, my brain wants to go to, like, Blades of Glory, but that's not a band one, so, like... I'll
give you a hint. Think older than that.
Oh, wow, okay. Is it this is Spinal Tap?
Yes, it is.
Okay, cool.
Yes, it is.
I have not seen this movie yet. We've talked about doing this for the podcast. We should. Yeah.
We will.
Yeah.
That is like all of the Christopher Guest mockumentaries are some of my favorite movies of all time. Like specifically like Best in Show maybe this is a hot take. Best in Show, I like Best in Show more than This Is Spinal Tap, but I also haven't seen This Is Spinal Tap in a really long time. Here's the next movie. As spectacular as the chases are, this movie works because of the two stars who play off each other with nearly flawless timing and sustain it throughout the movie's 2 hour and 10 minutes.
Chase scenes with a band.
Again, I'll give you this small hint. Think older.
Did you say 2 stars?
Yes.
So that removes the Beatles movie.
Newer than that.
Oh shit! Okay, I'm gonna need the second
review.
Wait,
the Beatles movie. I mean, I would not. Those don't count because the Beatles are playing the Beatles.
Okay, well then that's good to know.
Yeah, those aren't fake. That's not a fake band. That's a real band.
Chase scenes is crazy.
I'll give you the next review.
Yeah.
One of the great American comedy films. It's just a joy to watch. Even 43 years on. One of the leads was never better as the lead. He's funny. He's funny just standing there. I will give you another hint if you need it.
I do. I have no idea.
Think SNL.
Oh, interesting. Blues Brothers.
Yes.
Okay, I have not seen Blues Brothers, actually.
Okay. I thought that maybe the context of like 2 stars, comedy, chase scenes.
Yeah, I should have gotten it. But when you said chase scene, I was like, what is Blues Brothers about now? I actually don't even know.
There's some really famous car chases in the first one.
I know the dance scene from it or whatever because I watched Drake and Josh growing up.
Man.
Yeah.
All right, here's the next one. 15 years after its theatrical release, this film remains the be-all, end-all of the musical biopic genre.
Musical biopic. Is it, I wanted to say Walk Hard, the Johnny Cash one,
No, that's a movie about Johnny Cash. That's a real band.
You said biopic, though.
Uh-huh.
So wait, these are all fake bands.
These are all fake bands. None of these bands are real. Yeah.
Is it Walk Hard then?
Yes. I was like, you got it. I don't know why you were like, I was going to say that. I'm like, you should.
Well, the biopic threw me. Like, I like fake biopic field. Like, anyway, Walk Hard is genius. That movie rules.
It has absolutely ruined biopics, music biopics for me. I can't watch them anymore because every single time I think about him cutting his brother in half.
Yep. There's a handful of music biopics that are still pretty good, and they're the ones that do like weird stuff, like
that do anything other than what fucking Ray did. Don't get me wrong, Ray's not a bad movie, but like they've all been doing Ray since then.
Does all of the negative things. However, Rocket Man is a musical. Like it's a full blown musical. That makes it cool. Better Man, the Robbie Williams one where he's a CGI monkey.
Oh yeah.
That movie kind of rips. That movie's kind of awesome.
I need to watch it, man. I saw the trailer for that. I'm like, this looks like hot fucking garbage. And then I've seen like think pieces about like it's actually kind of genius. The fact that he's a monkey is actually kind of genius.
Yeah. It's brilliant. That movie rocks. Anyway,
it's just like it's the difference between him being like, yeah, I'm a fucking rock star, and his music is like, I'm a boy band in the 90s. And I'm like,
Breck makes that joke. He's like, for the next 3 hours, your ass is mine. And then Breck's like, he has no songs that represent that in any way.
literally.
Like nothing on his music, but it is funny, his attitude versus what his genre
Fuck him,
was.
I'll talk shit about his music. I'm kidding.
Okay, fine. That's I don't know enough of his music. I've seen the movie and that's it.
I'll give you the other Walk Hard review just for fun. The danger with a parody is that the joke can get old quickly, but Walk Hard is blessedly full of laughs that would stand up even outside the spoof framework. Completely agree.
Totally agree.
This next movie is the only one I am completely unsure if you've seen or not, or even have the cult. This one is more indie. I'll say that this one is more indie. And I'll give you another hint. It's newer. It's definitely newer than Spinal Tap and Blues Brothers. It might be around the same time as Walk Hard. Just to give you that context, because I'm not sure if you've seen this or not. Throw in a slew of catchy songs and a brotherly bond between two characters that will stand the test of time, and this one sings beautifully.
Sing Street.
Okay, fuck yeah. All right, good.
The movie's really good. That movie's really good.
All right, good.
Yeah, Sing Street's really good.
I've heard only good things.
A deeply underrated movie. Yeah, Sing Street rocks.
Okay, fuck yes. I'll give you the next
the brother. So here's the thing about the brother. The brother is played by the guy from Midsommar, the shitty boyfriend from Midsommar. To my knowledge, he's played by. But there's a thing where he's super into music and his brother wants to be in a band. It's a wonderful relationship. But there's this thing that happens in it that I quote all the time, and I'm gonna do a terrible like Scottish accent to do this. But he's talking to him. He's like, "What was he listening to?" Context of that doesn't matter. He goes, Phil Collins, and then he goes, "No woman's ever truly loved a man who listens to Phil Collins." And then like that's just the scene. It is like a verbal tick for me to this day.
That was a good accent. You did it
well. Thank you. It's because I say that I've said that 1 million times in my life.
Absolutely stuck in your brain.
Yeah, that's rooted in there.
That's your Scottish root phrase, man.
Yeah,
like you just
I think that is in the trailer. So watch the trailer, and that's in there, and you can see the thing that changed me as a man.
Yeah, there's two halves of your life before and after hearing that bit.
Yeah.
On to the next movie. So yes, you might think this would be a movie that's exactly what it sounds like it will be, and you'd be right. But it's also much, much more. If you've resisted it, now's the time to give in.
I throw out a wild guess here. This is not a fake band. Never mind. It's a fake biopic. Is it Pop Star Never Stop Never Stopping?
Interesting guess. I would love to know your first thought. What was the
Weird?
First thought?
Weird was my first thought.
Okay, that would have been a really good one to put in here. That should have been the one. I didn't put any in here that are like super out of left field, I usually do. Fuck, that would have been perfect.
All right. I need the next.
Its ingredients of expressive animation, rapturous lyrics, and spectacular action culminate in a gem that's funny, exciting, and deeply moving all at once.
K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah. Usually, I always love to absolutely stymie you in the games we play. These I usually with the review game. I want to make these winnable because these are fun. Here's the next movie. Does it seem pandering? Are they sick of the bleeding, narrow-shouldered typecasting? Do they dislike having their sense of leading epic lives pointed out for laughs, especially in the grandiose form that is cinema? What an insane review.
I don't have one singular clue.
The bleeding, narrow-shouldered typecasting is the only thread that you might be able to pull. But I'll give you the next review.
Yeah.
This is a flashy filmic landscape of expertly choreographed fight scenes and bubble-written onomatopoeia splattered across frames.
Is this also K-pop Demon Hunters?
No. You're in the ballpark.
Okay, animated, fake band.
Not animated.
Oh, it's just...
It is as close to anime. This is going to be so confusing. It's as close as animation as you can get in live action. Let me put it that way.
We're talking stop motion of some kind? What are we talking about?
Nope. It's live action. It's live action. But it is so It is so what's the word I'm looking for? It's very inspired by its source material. This is an adaptation. The thing it's adapting is 2D animation of some kind.
I have not. Is there a hint you can give me? Because I don't have a singular clue what this is. It's
a movie we both absolutely love. One of our favorite directors directed it.
Fuck. This is embarrassing that I'm not going to get this because I genuinely don't know.
Expertly choreographed fight scenes.
Oh, is it? It's Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Yes, it is,
Scott
brother.
Pilgrim vs. the World. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I should have got that way sooner, but
yeah. No, like I was like, okay. The funny thing about that, there's like 6 bands in it.
Yeah.
Like so that one, and like the funny thing is also there's real music in it too. Anyway, excuse me. The next movie. This may not be the greatest rock film ever made, but it's a strong tribute to the art form, still capable of entertaining old fans and maybe helping to turn new ones onto the roadways of rock.
Is this Rock of Ages by any chance?
No. Interesting guess. Close-ish.
Okay.
It's not a musical like that.
Oh, is Rock of Ages a musical? I thought it was just like a jukebox musical kind of thing.
I mean, that's a jukebox music. Musicals in the phrase jukebox.
That's musical. Fair enough.
I actually don't know that much about Rock of Ages. I'm pretty sure not all of the music is diegetic. Like, I think there are times where they're singing music and it is not them actually singing music in the world. All of the music in this movie is diegetic.
Okay.
If that makes sense. So it's not a musical like that.
Yeah. Next review. I'm going to need the next one.
This movie just doesn't rock. It has no appetite for destruction, no raw power. It's like it's like late Whitesnake, tied up, overproduced. The lead actor is not, sad to say, it is not Jack White.
Is this Almost Famous? It feels feel like weird. No, okay.
It's not Jack White.
I don't know who Jack White is.
Not Jack White.
Oh, is this Tenacious D?
No. Okay. No. All right.
Is that a real band? That's a real band. Not
they
anymore,
are now, but like
yeah, at the time.
Okay. No. Close.
Rock of Ages or no. School of Rock. Sorry, Rock of Ages.
Yes, it's School of Rock.
My brain flipped. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I was not Jack White.
I was like, huh?
That review is crazy.
Yeah.
The School of Rock just doesn't rock. It has no appetite for destruction, no raw power. It's like late Whitesnake. It's a movie about a dude who turns a classroom of students into a rock band. Yeah, it has no appetite for destruction.
Also, School of Rock is a really good movie.
That movie fucking shreds. That is literally the basis of my relationship to my wife.
Seek God and review your choices here, friend.
Are you quoting something, or did you just pull that out of your ass? Because that's amazing.
Seek God. The Seek God part is obviously that's like a phrase, but the review your choices was me.
Those two combined, genius, and I'm saying that every day for the rest of my life.
It's a good one. I like it.
That's a very good one. If it looks like the sort of film you'd like, you'll probably love it. Even if it isn't the sort of film you would normally watch, it's good enough that you'll likely still find much to enjoy. You're not going to get anything from that, but it is a very accurate review, I think. The next review will give it to you. This movie is still exciting a decade after its release.
It's pitch perfect.
Yeah. This was the other one that I thought was like a little bit left fieldy because it's not a band, they're an a cappella group. But there are also like 8 a cappella groups in there.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's the review game. 100%, 8 out of 8.
Yeah. Good game.
With some assistance. I'll give you a 98.
I'll take it. Yeah. I needed some help. Recommendations.
Yeah.
Got anything specific?
I have a list of pop artists that you should go listen to. Because I love pop. I was able to pull Max Martin's name out of my ass, so that should tell you something. I'm going to give you some obvious ones first, and then I'll give you some less obvious ones. Britney Spears, I I feel like became the butt of a joke that is just like super unfair for a very long time. And she does not get the credit that she deserves for what pop is at this point. Like, so much of good fucking pop, like their roots lead back to Britney Spears in a way that is so unappreciated in our time. And of course, like, you think I'm just talking about like, Oops, I Did It Again. Nah, man, her later shit also fucking shreds, man. If you want to listen to some fucking like mad scientist level perfection of pop, go listen to some Britney Spears. Nobody did it like her. I mean, Toxic is just like one of the best pop songs ever made. Like, I will fucking stand on that. Another person who like fully does not get the credit that they deserve, Carly Rae Jepsen. There is not a better pop singer-songwriter in the world than Carly Rae Jepsen. The flowers that Taylor Swift gets should be given to Carly Rae Jepsen. And I will stand on that motherfucking hill, and I will not die on it because I'm fucking right. Carly Rae Jepsen is absolutely fucking shreds. Chappell Roan. I don't know why she is constantly everybody's favorite punching bag. I feel like every month we have a new woman to hate, and I feel like every 4 months it's Chappell Roan for some reason. Because
and this recent round is insane.
It's so fucking stupid, and I'm just like, okay, like.
I could not agree with this more. I often say that I wish Chappell Roan was had what Taylor Swift had. You know, that level of just like mass love. Chappell Roan rules. I really like her
because like she's so authentically her in every way. She is an imperfect human being, and that's what makes her great. And Taylor Swift, in my this is going to be a Taylor Swift hate train for like 1 second. Taylor Swift is so like utterly fake, in my opinion.
Using AI in a music video recently, and like
she's the worst, man. She's the worst. Her music is she's a bad performer. She's a bad singer. If you like her songwriting, you like her songwriting. You need to be able to read above a 4th grade level.
I say this always. If you like Folklore, Folklore is a good album. Folklore is a good album. It's not a great album. It's a good album. Her most recent one is bad.
Yeah.
Life of a Showgirl is bad. And before I heard all the discourse and all the dog whistle shit about that, which is, by the way, valid and worth looking into.
Yes.
I got some shit about talking about that at a party. Everyone's like, that feels like it's reading into it. I was like, that's what a dog whistle is. Like, that's what that is.
Yeah. It's not supposed to be
overt. It's just supposed to be like, but yeah, so I literally listened to it like a day or two after it came out. Hadn't heard anyone talk about it at all, which I thought was weird because the Taylor Swift album came out. And I listened to it and went, oh, I get it. It's just bad. Like, it's just not a good album.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Also,
Taylor Swift sucks.
Taylor Swift, you are not a showgirl.
No.
Like, here, okay, I'm just going to do my Taylor Swift hate train for 1 minute. The thing that I hate most about her is she is, by all metrics, the most popular artist in the world, and yet the fucking chip on her shoulder that she has had since the motherfucking MTV music video fucking awards. I'm like, okay, look, Kanye West fucking sucks. Oh my God, I'm so sorry that asshole ruined your fucking moment. Problem was, he's right. He was right. Like, he wasn't right to do it. But Single Ladies, that's like one of the most iconic music videos of all time. And anyways, she's had a chip on her shoulder ever since then, as if she is some music industry outsider. And that like, it is the it's like, world motherfucker, you are the music industry who's actively harming other artists with your dumb vinyl pressing bullshit. Yes.
Methods. It's like the reason you sell so many records is because all of your cult-like fans buy every version of every release, so they're buying like 30 versions each. Look, Life of a Showgirl had legitimately like 28 different versions to buy.
I know. Having a collector's edition or like a signed copy, whatever, like or a couple different colors or something, whatever.
Sure.
Everybody's doing it.
Yeah. Let one vinyl or let record shops have an exclusive and let whatever fucking Barnes and Noble have whatever, right?
Yeah.
I have no issue with that. It's when you get above 4 that
it's
I'm
the
like
sheer volume.
Yeah,
it's
you're actively stopping. Like, I can't remember who it was. Like, this smaller artists often have to be like, I couldn't put out a vinyl because the printing places only put Taylor Swift's out. Like,
yeah, so
fucking sucks.
There is one of the artists on my list who does not need flowers because she has gotten her flowers is Charlie XCX. Charlie XCX and Taylor Swift have had this weird beef shit for a while, and like, if this is Taylor Swift in a nutshell. Is she uses like feminist ideas. When people talk shit about her, they're like, oh, well, you're just a man-hating asshole or like a woman-hating asshole. It's like, no. You just suck a little bit. And then also actively goes out of her way to fuck over other artists. When Charlie XCX released Brat, the same week in the UK exclusively, Taylor Swift put out a re-release of her album, whatever, Midnight or whatever the fuck it was. Put a UK exclusive the same week that Brat dropped, so as to remain number 1 on the UK pop charts for the release of Brat. Fuck you, because the album had already been out for a few months at that point. She was just doing it to fuck over Charlie XCX. Go fuck yourself. Anyways, that's my this is the end of my Taylor Swift hate train. Taylor Swift, go fuck yourself. Dua Lipa, I think, is the best Britney Spears level like pop artist right now. I think she has completely, like, she got a lot of hate in the early part of her career for being like, or not a lot of hate, but she got made fun of a little bit for not being like a phenomenal dancer, and like all of her choreography was like really boring. You know what fuck she did? She went to the goddamn dance studio, and that motherfucker can dance now. She can put on a motherfucking show. I think she's got an incredible voice. She's got incredible
subtle
taste.
dig at Taylor Swift there.
Subtle? That hoe can't dance at all.
Overt. Yeah, overt.
She cannot dance. Yeah. I think Dua Lipa is like she is my favorite current like pop diva. She is my current diva. Other people have got Ariana Grande. Megan's is definitely Beyonce. And depending, look, if we're talking, I think that, look, let's give Beyonce a tiny bit of flowers. Renaissance is one of the best albums ever made.
Give Beyonce all the flowers. I am a Cowboy Carter like enthusiast.
Yeah. I mean, like, what she's doing with this like Renaissance, trilogy. I cannot wait for the third one, which will definitely be a rock album, and I'm very excited for that.
Dog, me coded.
Dude,
I'm very excited.
And it's going to shred. It's going to fucking shred. I genuinely think Renaissance is one of the best albums ever made. Like, full stop. Definitely in my top 10, if not my top 5. I think that is just like one of the best albums ever made. If you want to listen to like dance pop at its absolute finest, like the best you can ever get, go listen to Renaissance. Yeah. For my smaller artists that I want to shout out, Haute and Freddie, or Haute and Freddie, Haute ampersand Freddie, Freddy. They just released their first album. They put out singles and like EPs and stuff previous to this. Man, if you want to listen to some motherfucking 80s coded bullshit, it is so goddamn good. It is very like Cyndi Lauper meets like Duran Duran meets Climbing Up That Hill. Oh, what's her name?
Kate Bush.
Meets Kate Bush. It is fucking like fun pop perfection. Absolutely love it. And then for an old school pop artist that I just also don't think gets the flowers that she deserves, Kylie Minogue. God damn it. Go listen to some old school Kylie Minogue, and her new shit. Fucking Tension and Padam Padam are so fucking good. Oh my God. They absolutely rock my pussy. Go listen to that shit. Good as hell. And then for my last one, another smaller artist who's like gotten more flowers recently. Rina Samayawa's first record, Sawayama, is also like one of the best like fusions of pop and like other and like
metal
and shit. Like, what she did with that record is so cool and so interesting. I wish she had kept up with that sound through in her subsequent releases. I haven't found the same love for her subsequent releases as I did for Sawayama. But oh my God, that record is so fucking good.
But she kicks ass in John Wick 4.
And if you also want to listen to some top tier Swede pop, Beyonce has one white daughter and her name is Zara Larsson. Go listen to Midnight Sun. That song absolutely shreds. The record is not, I would say it's not like a no skips record, but Midnight Sun, the song is so fucking good. And like her, she's also on Pink Panthers' Stateside. That release of Stateside also shreds. Anyways, that's Shane's pop music corner. I've given you a lot.
Yeah.
Spencer,
you have so much to go through.
What do you got? What do you want to recommend?
Nothing related to this in any way outside of, if you want to get into physical media, K-Pop Demon Hunters is apparently coming to the Criterion Collection, which is cool and weird. I'm into it. I think it's nothing but a win.
Don't get me wrong. It is a total win for everybody.
Yeah.
Does that fit with like the mission statement of Criterion Collection?
So I think it does. Because
okay, love it.
It's a streaming thing. It will never, ever come to anything else other than a boutique getting it.
Sold me.
So preservation from that perspective, the cultural phenomenon of it also adds to that element of like deserving to be preserved. Because I think the Mitchells versus the Machines would have made a great Criterion release, but Sony maintained the distribution rights. I will also recommend the Mitchells versus the Machines because that movie rocks. But I think the Criterion thing, the release of K-Pop Demon Hunters on Criterion will fund like 30 years of Janusz Films restorations. Super into it, right? Like,
yeah, man.
I think it's an absolute win for everyone, and I do think there's like plenty of arguments to be made for it. Other two things I want to recommend. I rewatched The Cat in the Hat with Mike Myers. That movie is absolutely insane. I loved it as a kid. I think it has some of the best production design like ever, maybe. You know what I mean?
It's like visually, I think it's like the most accurate Seussian film.
It was directed by a production designer. Like it's the only movie he ever directed. And I actually think that movie's kind of funny. I have a lot of nostalgia. That's nostalgia speaking. The other one I want to recommend is a movie that did not get the flowers it should have last year, and I rewatched it, and it is The Naked Gun with Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
That is a movie that like 70% of the jokes work, but there are so many jokes that you're laughing a lot. There's a joke every 30 seconds. So like half of them you miss on a first watch because they're so subtle and in the background. And the movie's awesome. The Naked Gun, directed by Akiva. No, it's not Akiva. It's one of the Lonely Island guys directed it. Liam Neeson's hysterical. That movie rocks. It has some jokes that made me like cry laugh. Was it Akiva Schaffer?
Akiva Schaffer, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, I recommend that one a lot, and I recommend, very briefly, we don't need to talk about this, a bunch of people have talked about this, don't watch the fucking Harry Potter show. That's all I'm going to say. Like, don't watch it.
If you have any morals.
Yeah, I don't condone piracy. I don't. Sail the 7 fucking seas if you can't help yourself. Like on that one, do what you got to do.
It's just you are just like absolutely, you are just directly funding the world's foremost like TERF, like not even TERF. She's not even TERF at this point. She's not even feminist. She's just a bigot, a transphobe. Bigot is like she. Yes.
So anyway, support cool movies like K-pop. She shall not be named. Yeah, exactly. Support cool movies like K-Pop Demon Hunters and all of the pop artists Shane said, and the Criterion Collection, and The Naked Gun, and a bunch of really cool, interesting artists outside of that person and that particular thing that's getting made. Or don't. I don't know. Live your life.